Hello guys, this is Trends Finance. Welcome back to Beginner Traders Guide Lesson 2. Today we're going to discuss how to navigate the MT5 terminal. So the MT5 is a trading terminal where you are easily connected to the market. And in order for you to be able to use it, I'm going to teach you how you can navigate this very app on your mobile device. So we have two ways you can navigate this app. You can navigate it on your computer or you can navigate it on your mobile device. Today I'm going to navigate it on an Android, as you can see right here. So what we are having now is a trading instrument, which is volatility 20 index. It is located, or should we say it is listed amongst the quotes that is at the bottom. So at the bottom you'll find yourself 5 icons. We have the quotes, the charts, the trade, the history, and message. So this quote is the trading instrument you'd want to trade. And in order to add to this instrument, of which we are seeing only one, we just click at the top right corner, which is the add. When we click that very add, we'll get our informations on what instrument we want to trade on. We have crypto, energies, forex, indices, local, melters, stocks, and synthetics. So let us go straight to cryptocurrency, and we are going to take just 3 instruments from each of these ones. So first of all, we are going to choose either the coins or standard. So we are going for standard. For the standard, we have Bitcoin Cash USD, BNB USD, Bitcoin USD, Ethereum USD, Litecoin USD, Sol USD, and Uniswap USD. So we are going to choose Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. So when we have done this, we can see this blue indication that it is added already. So what we are going to do is to click the add symbol, which is this very one, and go back to where we started. Now, in order for us to add more to it, we'll continue the process and click on energies. So we have crude oil, Brent. We also have natural gas and US dollars. So we are going to choose the crude oil. For those of you who want to trade crude oil, we can also trade crude oil UCFD, but we are going to just click on crude oil and natural gas. So we'll go back again and you see that it is added to the instrument. And if we should do this the second time, we'll enter into forex where we can trade forex. We have the Australian dollar card, USD, and all of that, but we are going to choose some specific ones. We are going to choose the USD card, GBP USD, Euro USD. I think it's somewhere here. So Euro USD, and I'm going to choose, there are so many, so I just want to take 3 USD card. So now if we go back, you see that it is added to it. Now skipping the rest of them, you can also choose gold, because I like trading gold a lot because of its volatility. You can see if I should click on gold USD, it is added at the bottom. So if we should look at this very instrument, you can see that the market is closed. So in order for us to navigate the charts, we have charts, which is this one over here. We can literally click on this chart, of which is going to take us to the volatility 20 index, the one we saw before this very one. So this very volatility 20 index is the first one. So for us to click on charts of any of these instruments, we have to click first on the instrument. We can click on gold, for example, and it's going to show us an option to either choose a new order if we want to place a trade, a chart if we want to navigate the chart itself. So these two are the most important things you want to look at before you think of the rest. So we have to click on the chart instead, because the market is closed, you can't place an order. And this is what you see, a stagnant. You can see that these lines are not moving. It means that the market is closed, and we have to wait until Monday before the market is going to be opened for trading. But as it is right now, you can't trade this instrument because the market opens on Monday and closes on Friday. And so it is for many other instruments except for synthetic indices and cryptocurrencies. So we can check on cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and see what I'm saying. We click on the chart and you can see it is loading. You have to wait for it to load. It will take some time though. So you can see that Bitcoin is open. Bitcoin is supposed to be open today now. It seems like they started look, and Bitcoin is opened. So Bitcoin is open, but I don't know why it's not moving yet. But in order to save time, I'm going to go straight to instruments that are opened. So we have to click on the add button and click on Synthetix. The Synthetix indices, we have volatility 20 index already added. So we have to click on volatility 10 index so that we can see for ourselves what I mean. If you look at the volatility 10 index, it is literally opened, and as you can see, it is moving. It is moving fine back and forth. It means that the market is open. You can place a trade. And there's another way you can know that the market is open or closed. If you start to see that these colors, they are changing and the numbers are changing, it means that the market is open for trading. If the color starts fading, it means the market is closed. Or if it's just, as you can see, it shows red and blue, it means that the market is open. I mean, continuous change in numbers and colors. But if it is stagnant like these ones showing just blue, it means that the market is closed. The numbers are not adding, they are not subtracting. So what we're going to do now is to look at a trade, how to open a trade. But before we start opening a trade, we have to go straight to the third icon, of which we discussed these quotes and charts. So we have to click on trade. So the trade is going to show you your balance, the money you have in your account, the equity, and the free margin. The balance is the literal amount of money you have in that account. As you can see, this is the demo account, and so we have an equity. The equity has to tell you the profit and the loss of this very trade you've taken on any of those instruments. But for now, we've not taken any trade, so this is the current balance for this very account. So the free margin has to tell you, it's telling you about the safety. It can be in percentage. If you have 10,000%, 20,000, it depends on the leverage of the account, of which we are going to discuss that in a later video. So what we want to know about is this balance and equity and how it affects our money. So first of all, we have to go back to the quotes and click any of the instruments we want to trade. Let us click volatility 10 index and click on the chart. So what we're going to do on this chart is this. We'll place a trade. So if you are placing a trade for the first time, for example, you want to buy, the moment you click a buy, before clicking the buy, you have a leverage, which is, this is the leverage. This is your navigator on leverage. Your risk appetite is going to determine if you can place more or less on this particular instrument. So let us increase the leverage to 3. For example, if I should click 3 and I click buy, it means that I'm expecting the price to go up. But if it goes down, I'll be running a negative on that account, meaning I'll be losing. But if it's going up, I will be making profit. So for this one, I've already preset this information, of which I'm going to send it on the next video. If it's showing blue, it means the market is in profit. If it's showing red, it means it was on loss. So what we're going to do is to click on the trade. And as you look at the trade, you can see that the balance is 93.78. And based on the fact that we have added profit in this account, which is also indicating here, if we add this to our balance, we have the equity. So we can literally close this very trade on profit or loss by first of all clicking on it for a long time, just holding on to it like this, and we click the close position. If we have to close this position, it's going to take this loss, the negative you are seeing right here. You can see a negative now. So if we are going to close the loss, if we are going to close this loss like this, if I should close the position, you will see another indication that is asking me to close to confirm this trade. If I want to partial close, there is something called partial close. Partial close means you don't want to close the entire position on this loss, you want to close part of it. Let us assume you want to close just half of it. You have to adjust your leverage to partial close the trade. So if I should adjust it, I will reduce it from 3 to 2. So if I should click on that, I have lost, of which you can see it on the history, I have lost 0.9. Unfortunately, I've placed a trade on this account before, so These are the histories that I've actually showed on how many positions I've taken so far, of which is showing a negative of $10. So what we're going to do is to look at the trade, and this is what is going to show us. The balance has been updated and you can see it's a negative. So if we have to close this one alongside with it again and closing it all, you discover that the balance is what? $902.3, which is we actually lost $1 on this trade. So what we're going to do is this. If we look at the history, we can see the total profit or the loss we've made, and we have the indication here. We have the profit, the negative of that trade we actually took, the deposit. This one tells us the amount we deposited, but since it's a demo, it's not going to show you anything. And the swap, we have commission, we have balance, which is the total amount of money that you made on that particular trade. So since it's the trade history, what about this message? This message is not necessary that much, but as a beginner trader, you have to focus on these very four icons. The first four icons, those are the ones you want to pay attention to. So this very icon 1, 2, 3, 4, if you pay attention to these and you actually respect them, you are going to understand what is going on in this very segment. So for this particular segment, these are the information I'm going to drop. And once again, it's your very instructor, Stephen Ibrigadimo. See you on the next one.